Hello, Internetians! My name is Josh Akil, and I am your coach of the Phillies, Saldu, and we are here once again for NPL Tryout Tournament. This is our second game out of 5 in our pool, and we are taking on the... What's wrong? Something's wrong. Get rid of that. Anyway, we are taking on Daley and his Hartford Yard Gogoats in our second battle. So unfortunately, this one is not going to be a live comm. I did live comment, and I forgot to click loop on my background music, so it plays playing an ad as my background music. So that was fun. So I'm gonna scrap that. I mean, if people want to see the live comm, I guess I can post it. Like, the ad isn't too long of a thing, but I just didn't feel like posting it with an ad in the background. Anyway, we're taking on Daley and his Hartford Yard Gogoats. We are 1-0 plus something. We're 1-0. Anyway, we're 1-0 and we are going again. We're 1-0 plus 4, I think, actually. 1-0 plus 4. I think we won 4 of our first game. But anyway, we're taking him on, and he has got quite the team ahead of us. He is rocking out. You can see the 6 months he brought, but he has on his squad a Mega Medicham, a Mandibuzz, a Napoleon, a Chandelure, a Z Jolteon, a Heracross, a Dragonite, which is another Zmon, Weezing, Slowking, Staraptor, and Torterra. So, his team, very, very scary, very, very threatening, very, very hard for me to switch into at some points. So, specifically the team that I'm bringing a Mega Altaria. This Mega Altaria is a wall-breaking Mega Altaria. The team is built around Land Arthurian, and we'll get to that in a second, but this wall-breaking Altaria is very, very nice, as it completely just nukes the hell out of him. Every single mon on his team is 2-hit KO'd by this Altaria, except for maybe a Sugarberry and Empoleon. And certain variants of something, maybe like Golem, maybe, but basically it's here to just destroy him. Return is a very nice stab that hits a majority of its team. Earthquake is there for Chandelure and the Empoleon, as well as, I mean, not really Golem, but I mean, it can hit super effectively versus Golem and the Jolteon, but it doesn't matter because it get nuked anyway. And then Draco Meteor is there as a special move to lure in the Weezing, which is one of his best checks to my Landorus, and it is able to 2-hit KO it with a 100 special attack EVs. The rest goes into attack after I put in speed to outspeed, what is that? It looks like a max speed 60. Max speed 60, so max speed Weezing, max speed Napoleon. I could have speed tie with Chandelure or Dragonite, but I didn't really feel like I needed to. I can outspeed just a majority of his team. I can also outspeed uninvested stuff like maybe if he runs uninvested Staraptor or Mandibuzz, or Staraptor or Medicham, but no. Anyway, moving on, I really wanted hazards in this, and I have a Garbodor. This also kind of helps me weakening the Weezing, because if he goes into Weezing on my Garbodor, I can infestate it and trap it. It also helps with the Mandibuzz, infestating that and toxicking it, wearing it down. Again, Mandibuzz and Mandibuzz and Weezing are the best checks to the Landorus. If I don't bring Fly Z, Torterra is also a nice check because it resists Edgequake. But I can also put up Toxic Spikes, which is really nice. Wearing down his team in general is very, very good for me. Helps with just general sweeping, just general wearing down. I feel like this is a very good matchup for me, just because my offensive threats match up so well against his, and the team that I'm bringing is just very good in general. But anyway, I have enough speed to make sure I'm outspeeding an uninvested Mandibuzz. Even if he runs some speed, I can outspeed that as well. I can also outspeed a heavily speed invested Weezing, trap both of those, weaken them, etc. Put up Toxic Spikes, and then Gunk Shot is there just as a general stab move to hit stuff. I have Rocky Helmet because I have Stench instead of Aftermath. Whoops. But Rocky Helmet is there. It helps me wear down. Like, if he decides to, if I trap the Mandibuzz, all 3 of his moves will inflict even more damage against him. So, Brave Bird, he'll have to hit me with Brave Bird. He can hit me with Foul Play. He can hit me with Knockoff. He can hit me with U-Turn even. But all 4 of those moves will cause him Rocky Helmet damage. It also helps with the Heracross. Also helps with the Staraptor and Dragonite to an extent. Like I said, this team is built around my Landorus, Double Dance, Earthquake Fly, Double Stab, of course. I have enough EVs in speed so that at +2 I outspeed Choice Scarf Staraptor? Choice Scarf Staraptor. I didn't go for a Choice Scarf Jolteon, and if he brought that, then good on him. The EVs do something. I believe they help me so I don't get OHKO'd by foul play at +2. Which sounds about right. Which is good. And then just Earthquake and Fly is all I really need. He doesn't have a lot of ground resist. He has Staraptor, LOL, that gets destroyed by regular Fly. Torterra is weak to flying. Heracross, weak to flying. Mandibuzz, destroyed by +2 Fly. And I'm playing on weakening the entire time. So, I have this nice little weakening down his team core, and etc. Mega Medicham, of course, a big problem, so I want to have as a response to that. I've messed with the Aya Papa Berry, Calm Mind, Psychic, Thunderbolt, and Dazzling Gleam. So this just is there to switch in the Medicham. I can use the Aya Papa Berry to get healthy again. And should I feel like it's possible, I can use this to weaken down his team. Yeah, okay. And I can use this to just generally weaken down his team. It's actually very, very nice versus him. Just like, you can't see his team, but I can. Medicham gets hit by Dazzling Gleam, Mandibuzz gets hit by Dazzling Gleam and Thunderbolt, and pulling on Thunderbolt. Heracross, Psychic, and Dazzling Gleam. Jolteon gets destroyed. It's not weak to any of them, but it gets destroyed by Psychic once I start boosting. Chandelure does not want to take Psychic repeatedly, and even if it does, I do have Mons later down the road, which will help me if that thing decides to be a problem. Dragonite, I can hit it with Dazzling Gleam, Weezing Psychic, Soaking Thunderbolt, Golem Psychic, Torterra Psychic, Staraptor, Thunderbolt, or Psychic. So, very, very nice Mon against him. The next Mon I'm bringing is a physically defensive, mixed defensive, but mostly physically defensive Miltank with Stealth Rock, Milk Drink, Earthquake, and Ice Punch. Earthquake is good for hitting stuff like the Empoleon and the Chandelure. This is my Chandelure switch-in, Thick Fat plus normal typing. Makes it really, really easy to switch in on that. It also helps me with the Dragonite, which is why I have Ice Punch. Also helps me with the Staraptor, also why I have Ice Punch. Milk Drink is there for staying healthy, and Stealth Rock is just very, very nice against this team. He has 1, 2, 3, 4 Pokemon weak to rocks, and in theory, without toxicking, him toxicking me, I can actually beat the Empoleon 1v1. So, as my Miltank, mainly here to get up rocks and be a defensive check to stuff, and then to have an offensive check to stuff, I have my choice Scarf and Fernet, Flare Blitz, Stone Edge, Close Combat, and U-Turn. Nothing too random here. Very, very nice for just general switching in on his team, or offensively checking just about everything on his team. So, that's the team that I'm bringing. And let us get into the battle. As you can see, he brings the 6 Mons you can see in front of you. Mega Medicham, Mandibuzz, Empoleon, Jolteon, Staraptor, and Torterra. So, my immediate thought is that I need to weaken the Mandibuzz and find an opportunity to set up with my Landorus, and I can actually just completely win this game. So, let us jump right in. We are going to lead off with our Altaria, as it is imperative that I get off the Mega Evolution as fast as possible. And it also helps me lead off against just about anything he can lead off with. Like, nothing really OHKO'd me. Like, the only thing that could OHKO me is like Bandage Staraptor or Mega Medicham Zen Head. But I think, so, it was more than likely that I'd be able to get on my Mega Evolution, and I could immediately start punching holes in his team. Without Weezing here, I am free just to spam return, and if he goes into Empoleon, I can click Earthquake versus that. If he has Flash Cannon, he has Flash Cannon, but he won't be able to outspeed me, and I'll be able to guarantee, or he won't be able to outspeed me, and he won't be able to OHKO me without being offensive, and I'll be able to guarantee get off 2 Earthquakes. So, I'm going to Mega Evolve, I'm going to click Return versus this Jolteon. He decided to leave Jolteon, I can understand why. Or did I click Earthquake? I clicked Earthquake because it's a Jolteon. So I'm able to do a lot of damage to this little Empoleon, and he immediately feels the pressure. So I'm going to Earthquake again, obviously. Nothing really stopping me from Earthquaking again. I'm going to slow that down as well. Nothing really stopping me from Earthquaking again. If he goes to a Torterra, I can return it, or Draco Meteor it. If he goes into the Mandibuzz, I can return it. As you can see, he does do that. I do return it, and he reveals not only the Rocket Helmet, but he reveals Toxic. So, I'm perfectly okay with my Altaria getting Toxic, being worn down, and potentially even taken out, because my Altaria has already done its job. It's pressured him, it's weakened some of his team, and it's going to allow my Landorus to sweep once I get a boost up. So, he goes out into the Torterra, which gets 2 KO by return. Perfectly okay with me. It doesn't means I don't have to waste my Z Crystal versus that. And then he is going to go out to Medicham, and I'm going to save this, because it can still do work later on. If I get rid of, well, I don't even have to get rid of anything. Like, if it comes in again versus, like, Mandibuzz or Empoleon, I can basically get a kill. So, I'm going to save this. I'm going to go to my Mesprit, which is my dedicated switch into this Medicham, and he is going to go for the Fake Out. And because I know that I'll be able to eat any 2 attacks the thing goes for, I will be able to go for the Calm Mind here, but I'm instead going to go for Dazzling Gleam. I got a Calm Minded there, but Dazzling Gleam was a safe play. It hit the Medicham and weakened it for some of my other mons. I could also hit the Mandibus should he decide to go at that predicting Psychic. So I kill that. He goes into the Empoleon. I know that the only thing this thing could do to threaten me is Toxic Gleam or Roar me. Either I'm okay with, and I will be able to go for Calm Mind and thus be able to, I believe, have him in range of Thunderbolt now, and I can continue pressuring him. He does go out to the Staraptor, has Intimidate for whatever reason, as I go for Thunderbolt, which I'm sure he didn't expect, which is why he went after it, and I'm able to kill that threat off really quick. And now I'm able to, I'm going to save my Mesprit actually, because I know that he might go for Shadow Ball here, he might go for Signal Beam, he might go for Thunderbolt, whatever. I know that whatever he goes for, plus Hidden Power Ice will not kill me because I calced earlier, and I know that he's not a boosting item unless he's Expert Belt on his Jolteon, so I know that my Lanyard will be able to eat up the hit, and I can potentially Rock Polish up and just end this game based on what's left and everything. So he goes for Signal Beam, and I'm going to go for the Rock Polish as he's going to sack off his Empoleon, predicting me to be Choice Scarf, I'm guessing. As I get the Rock Polish up, I now know everything is in range of my Landorus, and I'm going to go ahead and try to end this game right now. I go for Earthquake, knocking out the Empoleon. He goes into the Mega Medicham, however, I do know that this thing, of course, won't outspeed me. I do know that I don't die to Fake Out, plus Bullet Punch, plus Fake Out. And I will be able to Z this thing after he fakes me out one time, and all that remains is his Jolteon, which I outspeed and can kill with Earthquake. So unless he's Sugar Berry or Focus Sash, he will die here. But he is Focus Sash, and he goes for the Shadow Ball because he does not have Hidden Power Ice. And at that point, the game just wraps up nice and easy. I'm able to finish this thing off with the Earthquake, and that is going to be a good game to Daley. We win 6-0 on the back of Landorus. Mr. Landorus Therian. Very good game. For me, anyway. Very good game. Daley played to the best of his abilities, but I don't think he was quite prepared for some of the things that I brought. Altaria being the wall breaker kind of set really helped out. Just no matter what he brought, it was going to do so incredible amounts of work. So yeah, that is going to be GG. We move to 2-0, and I will try to make sure that my games come out less, like, randomly. I will try to have the next 3 games out, hopefully by this time next week, and if not, shortly thereafter. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in our next game. Peace.